Welcome back to the show. Wow, offline, I was checking out our next guest. I was checking out his website and all the stuff he sells and does for the community. Wonderful. So we're really excited to bring him on. On the show today, we have Resolution Fitness, Paul Gabay. Paul, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for having me, Jay.
This is great. Now, before we get started, I always like to tell people or let people know how you found out about the channel. So maybe you can let our viewers know how you found out, and then we'll get into your career.
It was just kind of by accident, really. I've kind of stumbled onto um, the disabilities channel and kind of just saw some of the services that were being offered and was curious about how there could be some symmetries between what we both try to do here.
That's great. Well, I know because you're in a fitness world, so it's very important for everybody's health, especially, I don't want to say especially disabled health, but we have our own issues. So anything that we can add on that is health wise positive is a wonderful thing. So could you tell me a little bit about Resolution Fitness and what your day-to-day operations are like and I guess how you support the community and how we could maybe support you?
Okay. Well, I've been in the fitness industry for a little over 20 years and particularly selling fitness equipment to commercial settings, but as well as homes. And over time, I just always saw the need for people to be healthier and really look after themselves and take care of their bodies. And fast forward to let's say early 2020, I was preparing to kind of go off on my own and do my own business. And one of the areas that I wanted to focus on was adaptive fitness and wheelchair accessible products. So although I represent traditional fitness equipment that you would find in a health club, I built a bit of a list of products that are more universally designed or designed with people with disabilities in mind. So I really focus on bringing those products a little bit more to the forefront, and my goal is to make them a little bit more mainstream. And over the last couple of years, I've been forging different partnerships with groups that are in the disability space and really trying to align that more with health and fitness. Because as you mentioned, there's specific needs for everybody, and whether people need to get out and go for a walk or whether people need to use their wheelchair in different ways to get different forms of cardio or people who are amputees or have varying levels of ability, there are different types of fitness equipment or options for them. And I think it's important that the health clubs out there, hotels, condos, schools, are more aware of what they have access to, and I'm trying to bring that out as much as possible.
Well, speaking of that, I just want to get your take on. I mean, I'm sure the fitness world has shifted like everything else during the last 2 years of COVID. So, can you tell me the new dynamics a little bit from your own experience? But I guess everybody is kind of training from home, a lot of people now, right? How have you
There's
found
a
that?
there's a lot like there was a big shift to training at home, and it still continues now. It's been interesting to see with things slowly returning towards normal over the last let's say in the last year. A lot of people have been getting out and going back to health clubs, and gyms are kind of doing what they can to kind of accommodate that. But I think there's a big group who are working out at home or like the idea of working at home and it's convenient, and then there's a group who really want to get back to being social in the gym, which is great on both sides.
Yeah, it is great. I mean, you got to get in the gym. I mean, and certain people just can't work out from home. It's a motivation factor, and you got the TV and you got the fridge, and it's like, and you got the couch. Right? I mean, it's so true. But so let me tell you, and I know you're also like when we were talking offline, you're also big into, I guess, showcasing the apparatus that goes along with fitness and salesman. So you kind of wear two hats, right? You're kind of like you sell the product via your own company, but you're also an instructor. So tell us how that works.
Yeah, I have a background in personal training as well as group fitness. I've been a spin instructor for close to 10 years now, and maybe personal trainer for 15. My main business focus has been fitness equipment sales, but I felt that those two areas have really complemented what I do. When it comes to bringing fitness equipment to the masses, let's say,
Yeah.
I really do try to emphasize or emphasize demonstration and showing as many products as I possibly can, and finding ways to kind of show people how to do the exercises or modify the exercise machine they're working with or adapt it in order to do different things. But it really comes down to kind of case by case basis. But I really just want people to be maximize their abilities in order to be healthier.
Do you sell the products to gyms or individuals or both, like whoever? Or
Both, yes. Condos, health clubs, physiotherapy clinics, people who've used equipment in their physio centers and are transitioning to home. Um, there's a huge range of what people consider health and fitness equipment or products, and I try to support it all.
Well, I know we were talking off the air, and I know our community, including our staff, it could really use some health tips. And I know you were kind enough before you came on to offer any type of service that you could help our staff. So I do want to let our viewers know that Paul's been kind enough to offer his services. So you're going to be seeing him around the TDC channel. He's going to be helping us out and providing tips and information and advice to our community, whether you're disabled or non-disabled. We really appreciate this offer, Paul, because our community could really use all the health tips and support we can get. So for you to come on and be sort of our fitness guru a little bit, right? That would be great. And then we can just sort of spread the word. And in return, we would love to help you get the word out and let more people know within our community. If you're looking for, some support, some advice, some questions, Q&A, hey, we got the fitness guy, right? So that's wonderful, Paul. Before I let you go, if people want to find out more information, where could they go to contact you besides our platform?
My website is probably the best avenue, and I'd like to thank you for everything you said. I appreciate that. I look forward to working with you and working with the Disabilities Channel ongoing. But to find me, you can visit resolutionfitness.ca. You can also find me on Instagram at resolutionfitns, and those are the two best ways to track me down.
That's great, Paul. Well, again, I really want to thank you for coming on today. And to our viewers, you're going to be seeing more of Paul in his platform. And again, it's all about fitness, whether you want to improve your health or just get going a little bit, or you want to buy a new piece of apparatus. I'm sure Paul's going to be your guy. So we'll provide all of our viewers and everything with your information. And you should probably join our the rest of our platforms via social media, as we'll just be promoting you. And I'm sure we'll have you on. What we'll probably do is have you on our Toronto show, because I know we were talking also that you do a little business in the USA and you would love to expand. So if we can help you expand into the USA, that would be great. But I know your home base is in Toronto, so we'll get you on our Toronto show too. So I really want to thank you for coming on, Paul. Much appreciated.
Jay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Take care.
Great. Okay, so what we'll do, we're going to take a quick break and I'm going to come back and wrap the show with some great opportunities for our community. So stay tuned. You're watching the Today Show New York Style.